Today on Community Cooking, we have guest chef Sarada Nilakantan making authentic Indian cuisine. We're making some popular dishes like simple yellow dal served with a sweet treat called appam. It's a deep fried sweet flour ball you won't want to miss. We're cooking with some of the best chefs from right here in our own community, so grab a seat and get comfortable. We have another great show coming at you. This is your Community Cooking. Hi, and welcome to Community Cooking. I'm your host, Maria Prekeges, and I'm excited to always have this special guest chef and special friend to me, Sarada Nilakantan.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Well, we love having you. It's always colorful. It's Indian cuisine, which is, of course, your specialty, and delicious. Delicious.
Thank you.
So tell me about the two dishes we're going to make today.
We are going to make some simple yellow dal. It's also called poor man's dal.
I like that. Or poor woman's dal.
Yeah, I mean, they're like local people, you know, hardworking people who can't afford much, go to a restaurant. They just have this plain dal with some rice, maybe some bread, or by itself, you know. And so I'm making this made of simple yellow Tohr dal. It's called Tohr dal, but any yellow dal will do.
Okay.
Yellow lentils.
I was going to say, and for those of you who aren't familiar, it is yellow lentils that you can get almost anywhere.
Yes, yes. And then you just cook the yellow lentils, and then we season it with some, some basic spice, you know, with ginger, garlic, onions. We can add extra veggies if you want.
You like that.
And tomatoes, and that's basically it. We put something from our spice rack.
Your spice rack, let me tell you, that little tin is gold. It's gold.
Thank you.
So tell me, so we have the spices. Go over the ingredients one more time for me. So we have the simple yellow dal.
So simple yellow dal, we have chopped onions. We'll chop some tomatoes. We can chop some potatoes if you want. It's optional. If you don't want to use potato, you don't have to. Then we have some ginger garlic paste in here. You can also use raw ginger and garlic. You can just chop it fine or grate it instead of paste. If you don't have a paste, you just take 3 or 4 cloves of garlic and some ginger, and then grate it, and that's
some garlic and some ginger. I love that.
Thank you. And then some red chili.
I like it spicy. You know that.
Thank you. I'm not afraid to experiment on you.
I know. I'm not afraid because there's always yogurt somewhere nearby as well to cool you off. So.
And then I use some turmeric, some cumin seeds.
Okay.
So that's basically all I will need.
It's simple, as you said.
Yes. And then for the second dish, I'm making a sweet dish with whole wheat flour, some brown sugar, cardamom, more coconut.
So, and do we serve the two together, kind of the sweet and savory, or are they usually separate?
They're usually separate at the end of the meal, you know.
Well, I'm going to try them all at the end together anyway. So how will we get started, and where should we start?
Okay, so I have this pan on, so I'll make it a little high.
Okay.
And then you can use either oil or ghee. Which is Indian clarified butter. You just take a sweet butter and boil it, heat it in medium heat, and it splutters, and eventually you get the clarified butter. You just filter and use it.
Okay.
So this is my homemade clarified butter.
Now, sometimes I've seen clarified butter. It's like in a pitcher, and you do it, and it's kind of a cheat sheet, so, if you will. And I've seen that at some stores to make clarified butter, and then you pour it out and you get what you need, or do you just do it? It's better to do it your way and just.
No, any clarified butter is good, you know, anyway.
A little shortcut.
Yeah, and sometimes in the store you just get a bottle of clarified butter, so
Even easier.
Yeah. Homemade is only we regulate how much we are boiling, so the flavor is more intense, is really rich than the store bought one, just because they do it probably a little faster or
Yeah,
something.
so definitely try it. And I always say cooking, if it takes short or long, it's so much fun to do, and you learn, and it's trial and error if you've never done it.
Right.
And that's why you're here to show us all.
Right. Thank you. So, okay, so I'm going to add some clarified butter.
And you cook right on with Pyrex, not an actual pan for a lot of your dishes, which I love.
Yeah, I use both.
Yeah.
Yeah. So mine is whichever is not dirty, take that.
I do that or whichever's dirty. You never know. You never know. Wipe it out, looks clean. I used to camp a lot, so, you know, it was cleaning whatever you could get.
Right, right. So I'm going to increase the heat.
And now do we need the butter at a boil? Do we need it fairly hot before we add our vegetables?
Yes, I'm waiting for it to be a little bit hotter. Then I'm going to add my cumin seeds.
Okay.
And let it splutter a little, heat it up. And then I'm going to add some chopped onions. And then some spices. And then I'll have some chopped tomatoes,
Okay.
etc. But also, while I'm doing this, we have to have this Tohr and this lentil ready. So what we need to do is take these yellow lentils and clean it in water, rinse it a couple of times, and then add some turmeric to it.
Okay.
And then just cook it in the rice cooker.
I love it. Rice cookers are for so many things.
Yes, yes. And so add a cup of Tohr dal, may take 2 cups of water,
Okay.
a little bit of turmeric, and cook it. And then this is what you get. You mash it. So now you're ready to cook the dal.
Okay, and you do mash it a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it goes from this to this with just some turmeric and water.
Yes.
Easy, easy. We love that.
Okay, I smell some.
I do too.
So I'm going to start my
In your, I call it the tin of love.
tin of love. Yeah, I can't function without it.
No,
like,
you,
yeah.
You can never come here without it. Let me
Yeah.
just tell you. We love it when you bring it in.
So here.
Oh.
So it's
hear it
spluttering.
And it foams up a little, like
It
some
foams
butter
up a
does.
little. Yeah, yeah. And now I'll add some onions.
And then do we add tomato and potato? Should I cut some up?
Yeah, can you please cut the tomatoes first? Yeah. Yes.
And everything's so great from the farmer's market here in Torrance.
Yes, yes.
And just you want me to chop them?
Yeah, you can dice them or chop them. Yeah, tomatoes so easy to cook. So
So dealer's choice. I can choose whichever.
yes.
I like that. I love fresh tomatoes. There's nothing like it. And the farmer's market, they're so much better.
Yeah, yeah. And we know it's coming like right away. It's not transported 2 weeks in a frozen container.
I know, that's why. I mean, it is. Especially, like I said, tomatoes. You can really taste the difference. So both tomatoes?
Both tomatoes, yeah. We can do 1 or 2 tomatoes.
I do love tomatoes. And now, you know, so many people say cooked tomatoes are now better for you than
Yeah,
raw
they
tomatoes.
say that lycopene gets really.
Well, you're so healthy too, and all the food you cook is healthy.
I try. I mean, work in progress.
But we all have to have our cheat days, for sure. But most everything you make for us is very good and very healthy.
Thank you.
The flavors are just fantastic. Okay. Tell me when you want my tomatoes.
Okay. So I see that it's now getting pinkish.
Okay.
So we just let the onions caramelize like this, and then we can add a little turmeric again, more turmeric.
What is is turmeric the most common spice in Indian food?
Yes.
Do you think?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I think it's used all over India, whether it's southern dish or northern, eastern, western, central, everywhere they use turmeric.
I love it. And where are you from?
I'm from south.
South. Okay.
But I grew up in the central north of India, so I get the influence of all the places.
I love it. I love it.
So here I put some turmeric in it.
Oh, it already smells so good.
Oh,
A little ghee, a little onions.
Yeah. And now I'm also going to add a little red chili.
Oh, my favorite. Look, she gets a heaping spoonful for me. That's okay.
You told me you like it, right?
I'm your test kitchen. I am your test person. So.
And then ginger garlic is really essential for this. So either you can make ahead, have some garlic and ginger grind together, both in equal amounts.
Okay.
Some water, and you can leave it in the fridge. It will last you a week or two.
Oh, good to know. Good to know. So you can do that ahead of time.
Yeah. Or if you don't have it, you just take 3 or 4 cloves of garlic, half an inch of ginger, and grate it or chop it and put it in. So either will work.
That though smells so good.
Thank you. So I'm going to put I can put the whole thing.
Please do. I'll only be talking to you for the rest of the day. So. Oh, it smells though. This garlic ginger,
Oh,
it smells so good.
Okay. Now I'm going to use your chopped tomatoes.
Tomatoes, there you are.
Oh, maybe I'll use this way. Oh, they both ways.
We can get messy.
I'm looking for the handle.
Oh, I like the tomatoes too because it gives it your, color.
Right, right.
So much Indian food is so colorful as well.
So what I do is usually I put the tomatoes and then I cover it and let it melt, So meanwhile we can chop some potatoes.
Okay. 1 potato, 2 potato. How do you like that?
Up to you.
I lived in Idaho before, so I am familiar with potatoes.
And this is optional. If you don't want to use potato, you don't have to. Also in this dal, if you have any other veggies, you want to add some spinach or green peas.
Ooh.
You want to throw in some carrots, any vegetable, just dice it and throw it. Or if you just want to keep it simple, just keep it, just the tomatoes.
I like the more the merrier.
More the merrier,
And I love spinach and,
Like, it's like one dish that you can throw all the veggies and then not worry about it, like.
What you need to use up in the refrigerator before it turns?
Yeah.
Just throw them all
Just
in.
throw in. And then, sometimes I just make one dal, I put all the veggies that I want, and then I'm done.
And I like potatoes. And, potatoes are good for you. They're not bad.
No. And especially, I also leave the skin on, and usually I buy organic potatoes, so I just clean it, so that way I don't have to worry about, chemical in my potato.
Oh, yeah.
So,
oh, it smells so good.
Thank you. And so what I do is while the onions are slightly melted, I can add the potatoes too, so let it cook in there.
Yeah, I like, anything in the kitchen, throw it in.
Throw it in.
And then with your spices and your combinations?
I'm really not too particular that I want to do this way or that way only. I just do whatever is available.
Would you
and
like mine?
Yeah, sure, I can add.
We're adding more potatoes because I cut them.
Yes.
Potato overload. There we go. Why not? Oh, it smells so good.
Thank you.
Now, how long will that cook up till the potatoes are just soft?
Yes.
Okay.
So it may take 10-15 minutes to cook up until it's soft. I usually do the press technique.
The potato test.
Yeah.
And then once that's cooked, you add
Then
it.
add the cooked lentils, and then some salt. And then you can add a little bit more ghee, some cilantro. You can garnish it with cilantro, some curry. We can add the curry leaves even now.
Oh, okay. And curry leaves, I didn't know they existed until I met you.
So I take some of it and put it in.
And you can eat the curry leaves, of course.
Yes.
It's like sometimes bay leaves.
Yeah.
You just put in different recipes
Yeah.
and you don't eat them.
Yeah.
But curry leaves you
But
can.
curry leaves you can, yeah. And actually it is, in my culture they say it keeps your hair going gray for a long time.
Saving these for later. Really?
Yeah. Good for your eyes and good for nails, good for your hair.
I love it. All right, I'm going to keep these. And while that is cooking, while our potatoes get cooked, we're going to take a quick break. But when we come back, we're going to add all these fabulous ingredients together. So don't go anywhere. You're watching Community Cooking.
Your son wants to get a cat,
I'll really take care of it.
but you're allergic. Do you A, prepare yourself, B. Make the best of it.
C squared equals 25.
Good job.
Or C. Find a loophole. When it comes to parenting, there are no perfect answers, but that's okay, because you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Teens in foster care will love you just the same.
Welcome back to Community Cooking. If you're just joining us, it is just sensation overload.
Oh,
It smells so good in here. I'm with Sarada, who's a dear friend and a chef that we like to have on a lot.
Oh, thank you.
Because your food is always so lovely. So we started our simple yellow dal, and we're just going to put the finishing touches on it now.
Yes.
So what do we get?
So we already let the veggies cook a little. The tomatoes are melted. And now we are going to add the cooked lentil.
Okay.
So I'm going to go ahead and do that.
Oh, it just, I mean, it is. It's sensory overload. Oh, look, add it all. Yes, please. I love it.
Thank you. So we mix it all up.
Oh, the smell, the colors, the look.
Oh, thank you. And then I'll just lower this. And then I can add a little bit more ghee to it.
Okay. Why wouldn't we?
Yes.
It was too healthy. We have to add a little more ghee.
And then I'm going to add some salt.
And it's pink salt, pink
Pink
Himalayan salt.
Pink
I know your
Himalayan
favorite.
salt, my favorite. And that's it. We'll let it simmer.
Okay, and then do we do cilantro when we plate it up later?
Yes.
As a garnish?
Yes.
Perfect. Well, while we let that simmer, we have a very hot plate with some coconut oil, or a very hot pan, I should say, with some coconut oil.
Yes, yes.
And we're making
We are
appam.
going to make appam. It's a South Indian sweet dish. It's made for festivals. It's called Onam festival. It's harvest festival and all that. It's very popular and very quick to make.
Oh, I love it. Well, let's go over the ingredients first.
Okay, so we have whole wheat flour. I have some rice flour. You can use a cup of whole wheat flour, quarter cup rice flour.
Okay.
And you can mix and match. If you like some better than the other, go over it. You know,
I'm
it
going-
won't hurt the dish.
I'm going with whatever you say.
And some quarter cup almond meal, optional.
Okay.
Some coconut,
Ooh, yum.
fresh or grated coconut, some brown sugar or good or molasses, whatever is your sweet.
Okay. I love
Taste.
brown sugar. I put it in my coffee.
Some cardamom,
Okay.
and that's basically it. Some ghee and mix it up, and that's it.
And then we have some.
Oh yeah,
ripe
forgot the banana.
bananas.
Yeah.
I always say I like my bananas green to eat, but I know for cooking.
For
and
cooking, yes, for banana bread and this appam, this is if
So
you
when I forget about my bananas, I go, what am I going to do with that? You know.
do this.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, so we are going. I'll start mixing all the
Okay.
things. So you can just take a banana and mash it and put it in here.
My hands are clean, I promise.
Okay.
Yeah, because
So I'm going to start with the rice flour and the whole wheat flour.
and put the bananas in.
Yeah.
And we'll mash them all in.
Yeah.
Oh, this is fun. I know we have to. Our oil is, and you want the oil this hot, correct?
Yeah. So it maybe I lower a little bit. Okay. Once I start putting it, I'll have to increase the
Yes.
heat. So I'm putting quarter cup brown sugar. You can
Okay.
go a little over or under, whatever you want.
Okay.
Bananas also gives you sweet, so you get a healthy sweet in here.
I'm mushing.
You're
My
enjoying it.
hands. I like it. I like it. Okay.
And I'm adding this brown sugar and some almond meal,
Okay.
some coconut.
I love banana and coconut. Yum. Already.
And then this is cardamom, powdered cardamom. You
Okay.
get it in Indian groceries.
Okay.
So really, for all desserts, we use this.
Ooh, yum.
Yeah.
That smells good.
Yeah, so we just put this on, and then we can have couple of spoons of ghee.
We love the ghee.
Thank
And this
you.
will kind of create a dough.
Yes.
Okay.
So now, just mix the dry ingredients a little bit,
Oh, I love it.
and then we add some water. So water, you have to be careful how much you're adding.
Okay.
If you add too much water, it will absorb too much oil.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I did not know that. That makes
yeah.
sense.
Yeah. So the more water you add, the more oil it will absorb. It may taste good, but you don't want it too oily either.
Okay. So So just add as needed.
Add as needed.
Oh, it's kind of becoming a little dough.
Yeah.
With my mashed bananas. I feel so useful mashing my. That's what you can get your kids to do.
Yes.
Or
yes.
me. Yeah, either one. The big kids or the little kids.
Or the little kid. And then this one you can just add, you can let it sit a little bit if you want, or you can right away do it.
Just a little more water. So you want it a little sticky, but not too.
Not too,
goopy.
no, yeah.
Little sticky, not too goopy.
Yeah. So I think this is nicely mixed.
Looks good.
And now I'm going to get started. We deep fry it, and this can be made quickly. It's like,
I was going to say that was super simple, not a lot of ingredients. This I can make.
and then just spoon it.
Woo!
And,
Sign me up.
and this is also like French fries. It could be quite addictive, you know.
No wonder I'll like them. But it's in coconut oil, so it's better for us.
Right, right.
Bubble, I love it.
Since it's a wider pan, I can put a lot more.
You're filling it up, and
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, if it's a narrower pan, then you can, you know, you can put little less. But see, this is the color I'm looking for, the golden brown.
Okay, well, while that gets all golden brown and fried up, we're going to get cleaned up and, of course, do my favorite part of the show, the tasting. So don't go anywhere. You're watching Community Cooking.
Love Has No Labels is a diversity and inclusion campaign, and we're at PAX celebrating the idea that to love gaming is to love gamers, regardless of identity labels. So things like gender, sexuality, age, race, religion, disability. And so at PAX, we're asking people to go into our gift booth over here and make a GIF and then share on social media with the hashtag Love Has No Labels to show that you're like with us and on board. So do you guys want to come in and make a GIF?
Welcome back to Community Cooking. All right, time to taste. I'm so
Okay,
excited.
go ahead.
Our simple yellow dal.
Poor man's dal, simple
Poor man's-
yellow
well,
dal.
It's fitting for me. Let me take a quick bite.
Okay.
It smells so good.
Like it? Let me add a little lemon to it. It's more zesty to it.
Oh my word. That, I could eat this, poor, rich, in between.
And there's a good joke about it. There was a very famous politician in India, and he wanted to do public relations. So he went to a poor man's home, and he said, I'm, you know, PR relations. He was trying to do that. But he ate all the rich food of the restaurant. He didn't eat this. So the next day, the newspaper, the other opposition party said, oh, what kind of poor man is he if he's not serving poor man's dal?
Oh, that is too funny. Well,
So it didn't work.
It didn't work. It's so good. And now the
Appam. Like it?
I would eat this for breakfast, dessert.
Oh, thank you.
The flavors, the bananas are there, but they're not overpowering.
No, yeah.
Oh, that is delicious.
Oh, thank
It's
you.
like banana bread, but 20 times better.
Oh, thank you.
Mm.
It's quick too. It's quick.
Impress your friends. Yeah, this is easy and quick and oh so good. Like everything you bring us.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much for being here. We love it from the entire crew. And of course, Sarada, thanks for joining us on another fun episode. And remember, we really do have some of the best chefs right here in our own community. Case in point. All right, everyone. We'll see you next time on Community Cooking.
Thank you.
If you'd like a copy of the recipes seen on this show, send us a self-addressed stamped envelope to the Office of Cable and Community Relations. That's 3350 Civic Center Drive, Suite 200 in Torrance, California, 90503. Be sure to note the show number displayed on the screen. And don't forget you can find all the fresh ingredients used on today's show at the Farmers Market. Visit the one here in Torrance at Wilson Park. That's located at 2200 Crenshaw Boulevard. They're open every Tuesday and Saturday from 8 a.m. until 1 p.m., rain or shine. And if you'd like to be a guest on our show, email us at communitycooking@torranceca.gov and check us out online at youtube.com/TorranceCityCable and like us on Facebook at Community Cooking TV.